Day 3, and we are finally back on plan A. We're at DYFI Bike Park. So now you're watching part 2 of this video, I'm going to ask you straight up, hit like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Before you even start riding this place, just talking to people in the car park, you're going to realise it's on an entirely different level. One guy in the car park was talking us through the trails and he mentioned death an awful lot of the time. So that definitely made me a little nervous. Those nerves really weren't helped when the driver gave us a severe weather warning, explaining that people had been blown off the trails.
I see that nervous little laugh. First time here. All we need is a little bit of extra weather just to make it more challenging.
There were more warnings at the top of the mountain in the form of signs, which also made me a little nervous. But with all these warnings, the one thing they missed was to warn you to be careful of navigation and don't end up on the wrong trail.
Yeah. Should have gone down there. That's fucking, I think this is very steep. Should have gone that way.
We're on it now.
Fucking that.
Holy crap. No margin for error here.
So we didn't see a single other person ride the trail that day. It's just known for being lethal in the wet.
Hold up, Adam. Fuck me. Shit, should have just ridden it. Now I can't get back on.
As always, GoPro flat, but I assure you that's really steep.
Fucking hell.
I don't go down that bottom.
Diagonal wet routes, mate. Full commitment. That's the only way down that.
Well, neither of us committed down to that section, but we did make it down some pretty gnarly stuff.
Lee.
I'm not doing that. We've come the wrong way. I've come the fucking wrong way.
We have come the wrong way, but we're nearly at the bottom.
Adam saying he wasn't going to ride it was like red rag to a bull. I just had to do it after that. So we've barely started at DYFI Bike Park. We've gone the wrong way. I'm having mechanical issues and Adam's about to have an electrical failure.
It's dry, but some of those rocks are ridiculous. Yeah. But anyway, I did a bit, you didn't, you did a bit, I didn't. Yeah. Not a happy chappy. It's going to be water ingress.
So these mechanicals are an absolute disaster. We've been battling for days to get up to North Wales and finally we get a spell of decent weather and the bikes are breaking. We have to get them fixed. Both my chain has snapped and my rear brakes are done, but fortunately they're relatively easy fix.
See, that's what I had to do last time, Tony.
E-bikes, they ain't reliable, mate, are they?
No, they're not. The fucking shit, mate.
I don't know of a single one that's reliable. Anyone that thinks they are, try riding them like we do. 10% chance of rain. It's a 10% chance of rain.
I thought, I'll go for it today.
So we just got the 10%.
No, it's 100%.
Oh, all of it.
So
this is Mark, and he's just about to guide us down a black into Super Swooper.
So that chance conversation about the weather made us a new riding buddy, Mark, a really good rider and an awesome bloke. He offered to guide us down some of the trails, but what we didn't know at the time was he'd never been down them before.
Oh, got that wrong that time.
Highly beneficial to send this jump because you clear a whole rubble field the other side and land more smoothly. It's always a good idea to run a trail first slowly and then a second time faster, but DYFI Bike Park will bite you on the arse if you break that rule more than any other place.
Oh my God!
So that doesn't look that bad on video, but I promise you, that was pretty horrible landing. I was in the air for quite a long time and landed very heavily front wheel.
Okay. The stuff is way out of my comfort zone now. And then you know where that wooden drop is?
He did it. I didn't do it.
Oh, I did it.
I thought it was massive. I mean, oh fuck.
I sailed onto the front wheel in a horrible.
Super Swooper and original downhill, so yeah.
This is 50 hits.
50 hits, is it?
Shall we do this one?
Yeah,
I want to know.
Don't get me wrong, if we'd come down that slow and gone down that second time, I probably would have been alright, but that not knowing that drop was there and sending it onto the front wheel. And even then, if it was a smooth landing, it wouldn't be so bad, but landing on your front wheel onto a load of shit, it's like fucking horrible.
So now we've completed the I nearly died debrief, it's time to complete the rest of the trail. The other abundantly obvious thing about the park is the sheer speed. I consider myself an average rider, but I was doing over 20 miles an hour almost the entire way down these trails, so you definitely don't want to get it wrong.
Oh my God, I did it.
I found that the jump ramps at DYFI Bike Park was so nicely built, not once did they kick me in any weird direction.
Mate, one of those tables, and it wasn't one of the small ones either, I sent completely cleared, and I didn't know that the other side, the trails goes to the right.
Are you crashed? You ripped your glove?
No, they're just worn out and it got priming. And I ended up landing straight, heading for the drainage ditch, ran through the drainage ditch, managed to get back on the trail and was like, after that, every single one, I just sucked up and thought I'm going to wait until I know which way they go afterwards.
Did you enjoy that?
I was clearly getting a bit tired at this point. I mean, we've had 2 I nearly died debriefs on one trail alone. That's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. There are features there that are just so well made that an average rider like myself will just be sent into the air and clear it naturally. It's so much more fun to feel that you're actually nailing some of the features. That's quite a big jump, and I'm not a million miles away from clearing the landing. Maybe next time. The last section running into the car park is called Motorway, and it's easily achievable over 40 miles an hour. It's covered better at the end of the video.
Brilliant!
And that's when we went at it. Take the second one.
But I put 4 or 5 extra PSI in my rear shock and 1 more click of damping. And it's a lot better. Oh mate, you rode that well. So,
This is something to think about quite carefully. This place is on another level and your suspension may just not be up to it. I've added telemetry to this part of the video just so you can get a feel for how steep and fast these trails are. So there is a massive drop on the left, but don't get distracted because there's one on the trail too, and that was a bit of a surprise.
Jesus fuck! When did that happen? This is... How is this a red? How is it a red? We don't know. Oh my God, it's got...
It's definitely still a red, but I am tired and ill and it's starting to show. This is starting to feel a little bit beyond me. This section here doesn't look like much, but it's absolutely covered in roots and quite sketchy on the way down. It then goes back from tech to flow trail, and it's fast, and we're heading for a step up table. Now I'm just happy to clear the step up notch.
Yes, cleared that little.
Tables are built so nice here that I found myself clearing some of them, and I'd never normally jump that far.
Oh my god. Those ramps, like how the fast some people must be launching off them. I'm hitting them and thinking, am I going to make it to the top without pedalling?
So this is called Lovey DYFI. It's a red that runs right from the top, and it has more flow in that one trail than some bike parks have in their entire park. It's awesome. Lovey DYFI trail is 2.2 miles of downhill from top to the bottom, so you're definitely going to have plenty of time to get into the flow. And for me, it's just about the maximum kind of length that I can manage to stand up at my current level of fitness. Although this red is definitely like a red plus plus, possibly even a black, but it's still rideable to the average rider. It's just a question of speed. But when you're going this fast, you're gonna start getting quite a lot of air, whether you want to or not. I got more airtime on Lovey DYFI than I did on the last 2 days added together. I mean, you're going so fast that sometimes you're sucking it up and you'll still get air anyway.
Oh my god, sent that one too far.
Now, I've been feeling quite ill on this trip, and I really wasn't up for doing any more blacks. Adam may have made a Freudian navigational error and took us back onto another black, but in actual fact this one was pretty easy. It's more like a red. If you haven't already, click like and subscribe. That way you won't miss the full video of DYFI Bike Park when we return.
Which way? It's two here. This way, innit? You know now you come down the wrong one.
I'm like cursing you, going, you got me on a black again, I don't believe it.
The lad in front was you, so I followed him.
Go on, you go first.
It's extremely lucky that we're better riders than we are navigators, because there's some pretty steep tech here.
Might be there.
Now, I'd love to have talked an awful lot more on the bike about the trails, giving you a rundown, but the fact of the matter is that I had to have absolute focus on the riding.
Okay, this is steep. It is one of the few bits I can talk.
Magical lift at all, these are it's not. No, that's that thing, isn't it? That's that horrible line. I was doing original downhill and I don't know what happened.
Here's a longer video of motorway. It's actually much longer, but I reckon the top speed's over 40 down here.
Really the flat.
Oh dear.
So now we're all done on our 3-day trip, and I am absolutely knackered.
Oh my god, one of those last few tables, one of the small ones, I sent to flat unintentionally.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
It wasn't actually that bad a landing, but in mid-air when I was thinking...
It's the one with like a step down and then you end up going, it goes to flat.
I don't know, but I missed the ramp entirely, and I was like, in the mid-air, I was like, this looks like hard. It actually wasn't that bad, but in mid-air, I was like, oh fuck, I'm sending it to flat.
That wasn't a bad route really, it wasn't too hard.
No, that was...
A bit technical, a bit like different, a bit like you flat out, you know what I mean? Like,
That was nowhere near as hard as some of the other stuff I didn't think. It was alright.
No, I didn't find it hard. I was hoping to go down original downhill.
we'll find that one next time.
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll have to have a look on the thing. That was Burn something, Burn.
Burn and the mud.
So this trip has actually turned out epic. 5,000 feet of climbing on the first day, 3,200 on the second day, and on the third day 17 miles of downhill with an uplift. I was shattered and ready for the drive home. Just for the record, 46 miles an hour down the motorway. That's pretty fast on a bike, and I was, well, flying. We're planning to go back, and if you want to join us, drop me a message.